90% of women working in Ireland are employed in the service industry. Madeleine used previous catering experience when she tendered for the tea rooms.
I found out the tea rooms were not occupied, so I tendered for it. And I found that very interesting because I never tendered for anything before. So I was successful in the tender and set up then the end of June 2012.
Madeleine grew up in Carlow. The castle could have been her home.
My dad and mum moved up from Cork in the 60s. I was probably 4 or 5. And Dad fell in love with Duckett's Grove and his heart set on buying it. And Mum said, "You must be joking. You're not buying that ruins." So I'm delighted at the fact that I'm in the tea rooms now because I sort of feel he would like that.
Madeleine's family settled a few miles away, farming at Moyle Abbey.
Dad was classed as a gentleman farmer. He was big into inventing things. He had a love for garden ornaments.
Madeleine learned selling at her father's side, where business was strictly personal.
He used to make these concrete ornaments, and he used to load up the back of the car with these ornaments and drive around. He would stop at a house and he'd ring the doorbell, and the lady of the house, as it usually was, would come out and he'd lift up the boot of the car and chat away about her garden and talk away to her and listen to her, and never once did he say, "Do you want to buy these?" My memory is that we always went home with an empty, that everything had sold out, an empty car. And I learned from him that people buy from people. If people like you, they will buy from you. It's a picture of Mum and Dad. It's on their wedding day. 5 different couple. I remember at 14 years of age making clothes, children's clothes, and we used to travel to Cork a couple of times a year to visit our relations, and we used to stop on the way down and Mum would let me out in Roscrea or Nina, and I'd go door to door and sell the clothes and thought nothing of it. I think I was selling them for £2 a dress or something like that, and I was delighted, absolutely delighted. I made that. I was about 15, I think. I loved making clothes, I really did. I'd get back into it again.
Entrepreneurs thrive on ideas, imagination and innovation. Economist Alison Banton initially struggled with her grow for creativity.
My mum was an artist, so I grew up in quite a creative household. But I think as a child, when you grow up in a creative household, sometimes if your parents are very creative, you sort of reject that. You don't want to be like your parents. So certainly when I was in school and in college, I wanted to do the whole business, economics, masters in economics, economist, all that kind of side of things. And I really denied my creative side. But as I came into my late 20s, I started to embrace it again because I knew there was something missing.
Alison lives in Greystones, County Wicklow, with her husband and 2 daughters.
I think that we've got the best of the day this morning. It looks like it might get a bit cloudy later on.
I always knew somewhere in the back of my mind that I did want to create my own business.
You can always go for a coffee.
I was that type of a person from an early age. And I knew that if you were going to start your own business, it would have to be about something that you were passionate about. So what was I passionate about? I was passionate about things that were nice and things that smelt nice and giving presents to people. I was passionate about those kind of girly type things, for want of a better word. And I knew in Greystones at the time that there was a gap in the market for a really nice gift shop. And that was my shop that I started in Greystones in 2004. That was to create the brand Brooke and Shows. And my plan at that point was to, within a few years, to franchise it and have a number of Brooke and Shows gift shops around the country and go international. The sky's the limit.
60 miles away in Port Arlington, Claire Harty is busy with the Children's Art Studio. The business hosts birthdays and creative parties. It's now been opened 8 months and is Claire's real love.
There's a basket, right? There's melted chocolate. We don't need melted chocolate.
I had a job that was just a job. I wasn't passionate about it. I didn't see my future in it. And I started Little Sitters initially because I got this idea and I thought, yeah, I need to go for this. I really think it could work. But I started Design Your Own out of passion. I really am passionate about what I do. And I don't think there's too many people out there that can say that they are.
But the art business isn't making a profit. To keep things going, Claire uses money from her babysitting service to pay studio staff.
Up to Kira and line up outside your bathroom.
I am not earning a wage.
Be careful of other people.
It is so difficult.
Don't put your hands on the walls, please.
I am struggling from week to week, but every single day I get up and go, I cannot wait to go to work today.
Your hands are dry, that's okay.
What new thing is going to happen? What way can we be creative? And I think that that's the great thing about the recession is you have to be creative. You have to look at your business and go, I can't just rest on my laurels. I can't sit on this one idea. Let's see where else this could take us. I think that's what drives me every day. It's not the same every single day. I have to think of something new to do and a new way to earn money to just keep myself going.
What colour I do on the top?
And that's what I love.
Madeline Forrest is also struggling at her Carlow Tea Rooms. When she started 3 months ago, she had little money for foodstuff. Yet somehow she has managed to put coffee into cups.
When I first moved in, I would have been on low parent allowance from being a separated mum, and I would get my money on a Thursday. I'd buy my stock. I'd be open Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and I'd hope by Sunday night I'd have at the very least my money made back. I just keep things very tight. I get the money on a Thursday. Then if I make a bit of profit, well, that's going in towards rent, it's going in towards electricity, the different expenses. I'm not drawing a wage out of it as yet. And I have my own daughter, Mary Kate, and I have a friend, Dara. They're all helping me here. And the way I see it, that they're working for buns and tips and cake at this stage. And if they're getting experience, I look at it next summer then, I have 4 people that will be able to work here quite independently and keep this running 7 days a week.
But Madeline needs more customers. She's grabbing an opportunity to publicise the tea rooms.
Well, I believe it's a good opportunity to advertise the tea rooms. It's run by the Enterprise Board and it's called Innovate Carlow Business Awards. There's a number of categories and I've entered for one of them. It's for customer service. There will be 240 Carlow business people at the awards. Now I've €80 to spend on business cards, or I've €80 on flyers, or I've €80 to spend on this, and I think this is more immediate. It'll be good advertising. It's a gamble, you know, but I was willing to take it because I believe it has potential.
From a gamble to a game show. Publicity is key to business success. Dragon's Den is TV exposure designed to encourage entrepreneurial activity. Samantha Kelly is a fan.
When Dad was alive, he was a bit of a Dell boy. He'd always say, Sam, we just need to think of one simple little invention and we'll make a fortune, you know. So when Dragon's Den would be on or anything like it, you know, we'd always sit and watch it and he'd be like, oh, this is a great thing, wait till you see what this guy just invented, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And so when I thought of the business idea, one of the first things I thought of was the Dragon's Den.
Hello Dragons, my name is Samantha Kelly and I'm here to promote my company Funky Goddess. Funky Goddess is a concept I came up with for a girl's first period. I have 2 daughters myself, so I decided to have a look and see was there an actual starter gift box that I could actually present to my daughter to make her feel a bit feminine and special, to welcome her to the womanhood. At present I have Funky Goddess in 13 outlets nationwide and we just got our first UK stockist this week. I'm looking for an investment of €30,000 for a 20% stake in my company.
I am going to make you an offer. You sought €30,000. I'm going to give you the full amount, €30,000, for 25%. And mentoring wise, you will have access to me.
I don't even have to
Oh, it's a great deal.
You're in business?
Yes, thank you so
Well
much.
done.
Dragon's Den was brilliant and I was so happy and I felt like I'd really done something. But then I've met with Gavin a couple of times and in the end I decided we were going different directions. So that sometimes happens. I didn't get any money, so everyone like looks at me and they think I'm loaded after watching the programme, like, and I'm not. I never got anything. People remember me from being on Dragon's Den. But I've kind of done it. I've kind of done it on my own, actually.
Alison Ban